Hello, my name is Zhatelier, and welcome back for another episode of Supreme World Ultimate as Italy, the Roman Restoration. And last time we left off with France declaring war now, so we decided to mobilize our troops. And hopefully, we'll probably move more of these artilleries on the French border. Hopefully we can get enough troops there before the French do too much damage on us. We've got another battle cruise worth of infantry here, so we're just gonna take those on the coast. Then we've got some of the tanks here. We're gonna gather them up a little bit. That would be 7 tanks up to 1 battle group. It's not necessarily gonna be the best battle group that there will be, but at least it's usable. Another battle group from here. Again, basically what we're going to have to do is get enough troops here to defend, and then once they've wasted enough units, then we're going to start attacking. That's basically what we're going to have to do. Okay, we got some garrisons at least, but they are bringing in pretty good troops. Right, I think it's time to make sure that the battle zone of Milan maximize garrisons. As many garrisons as possible. And our navy is only doing a lot of job here, or will be doing. Right, do we have... This group is already on its way. We'll take it to the airfield first, because this will lose pretty soon. Savona did not have any garrisons. Well, with the ships we might be able to at least delay them. Okay, so we were not prepared for that. Let's make that into a group. Send towards the Genoa. Oh, okay, so we didn't actually have some of the units, and we're losing a lot of garrisons. Yes, we do want to have more troops there and some ships around here. Because the French are indeed sending their ships. They captured the airfield just like that. Oh, bloody hell. At least we got garrisons here that should be able to defend for a while. Let's see, research breakthrough, underwater petroleum extraction, good. I lost another garrison. Okay, we're not gonna go all the way there then. It will take a while before our troops are 1 in there and 2 ready to fight, but we'll actually grab these troops. Send them up north as well, around Modena. Right, let's grab these infantry units as well. They got a bit of a surprise attack in there, but other than that, I think if we can stop this surprise attack and then start setting up proper defense, I think we have a chance on this. With the navy we are certainly doing a lot of damage on them. Mexico nationalizes companies from UK and United States, fair enough. Lost submarine. The French do have a quite strong navy. But the 18th infantry is finally arriving here. If we can move in there, move these artilleries over there. We've got the tanks here that are not quite ready to fight yet, but should be able to do a little bit. We can move these tanks on the road there to stop the enemies from just driving on it. That's a lot of troops coming through though. We do have another artillery over there. We've got some troops here. We've got special forces and some other troops. We're just gonna send them this way. Okay, at least the motorized engineers are taking a fair bit of damage. But our infantry over here is just melting. Once we get our artillery here, we might have a chance, but until then, we are kind of screwed. Who knows, that might be a bit shorter series than intended. Got the artillery in. Oh, they managed to just sneak by. Oh, that one's gonna fall. Also, our infantry over here is just gonna melt. A couple of infantry there. We got these tanks here. We can probably move up a little bit. Another patrol boat has sunk. Okay, now we are at least doing a lot of damage on them. So even though they might be able to take out the airfield again. Let's set up the artillery over here. That might be close enough to do a lot of damage on the enemy. Let's move in the 16th artillery as well. A bit behind, so that we can do the damage on them. I mean, that's a huge amount of units just pouring in. Okay. Are the enemies moving in here? Not really. I'm actually gaining some of the control here because they don't have supplies in that southern area. Well, our navy is certainly on the move. That's for sure. We've got a lot of infantry on the move as well. We'll move these troops somewhere around there. Do we have any extras? We've got engineer over here. That's not going to be... Oh, not into the sea. Rather go defend the port. That's just a huge port of infantry. Can't really do too much about that. The AI is not doing a great job with the air force. On the other hand, they probably have a lot of anti-aircraft guns as well. Move the special forces into Genoa. Help with the garrisons there. Okay, the 16th, we're gonna have to move back even further. That's a lot of troops there. Okay, we got some tanks here we can send over there. Not gonna be the saviors of us, but they might be able to delay them a little bit. Do we have any more troops here? Not much. What we can do is we can get some troops from here. Just the land troops. We'll give them orders to move to. And take a sea transport. Now they should have the... I don't know, we'll see if it works or not. Okay, the 6th artillery needs to fall back to the town there, for example. Got a tank here, we can move on the bridge. It's just way too many troops. Well, actually, we got some infantry there. We're gonna have to pull back these tanks. Do something about the amount of units here. Losing a lot of boats and infantry. Okay, the artillery over here is doomed. We'll probably pull them back a little bit, but not enough. Frankly, I just should have focused a lot more on or defending the French border, not maybe expanding as quickly. Still hold Genoa, but that's way too many units. I mean, yeah, there's not much I can do around here.
We need reinforcements.
Do indeed need reinforcements. There's no two ways around that. Right, let's actually select this. Make sure that we've got max garrisons around here as well. They might have some time to deploy at least. Not everything is lost yet. We just need to get our troops back in here. If we can do that, then we do have a chance. We do have a fair bit of these at least. Let's remove selection and add to the selection. So Kazoo has now 5 half-tracks again. Remove them up to Pisa. Okay, at least we destroyed a little bit over there with the garrisons. And our artillery is certainly pounding on that bridgehead there. We're losing way too many units. Took out our air bases over there, and okay, so we got a little bit more units here that we can send in further west. Oh, and we got some more infantry, but the infantry is going to take a long while to get anywhere from there, which is kind of a problem. But sending them too far ahead is just going to mean that they'll eventually run into their doom. Okay, and that... we're kind of stopping them here at the river, but they are going across here. There's nothing that we have around here that we can stop them. Not yet, anyway. Okay, this battle group will probably move around there. Research breakthrough, artillery improvements. That gives us the research for the better artillery now. Which, let's have a look. It has pretty high damages and long range, so that might be useful, but I don't think we have enough time to actually research that and produce them before we are in quite deep trouble. Alright, so we've got a little bit of troops here that we might be able to use. Get them to Parma. We lost most of our navy around here, or at least they pulled back. At the same time, they are still... holy crap, that's a lot of units. We'll throw the artillery from there. This is still the Milano area, so it should have a decent amount of troops there. Hold on, why are the British here? I mean, I suppose no, they're not actually allied. But I think they are still kind of helping. Okay, the garrisons over there are still delaying the enemy. We've got a little bit of garrison here delaying the enemy, but... oh boy. Right, let's have a look. We got a little bit of troops in Sicily, but that's not going to be enough. We got some troops over here now that we should probably send in towards Rome at least. We've got Zeus troops over here, but they're not probably quite ready to fight, but they're gonna have to. Okay, we got the engineer and garrisons there. They are doing a decent job. We can take out that artillery, that'd be nice. Trade war between the United States and Mexico. Sounds oddly familiar. Okay, the British have ships here bombarding our units. That's, are we at war? Technically not. And I don't think Germany has declared war, even though we do have the Mutual Defense Pact.
We need reinforcements.
Kazoo, can you take out that? Actually, no, don't go to the coast. In fact, pull back a little bit. Infantry, if we can take out the motorized engineers over there. I mean, we'd basically stop them over here now. They got a lot of troops around here. If we can get some troops to hold the bridge there, which we might be able to at this point. Artilleries and anti-aircraft into Milano. So the tank there. We can move the engineer a little bit closer. We've got some artillery here that we can move in. I think I'll move them over here. Okay, they are now moving on force against us here. We'll see how well we can hold. Oh right, we're taking neutral fire from United Kingdom. We're just gonna declare war on them. Or do we want to? We got a war justification for that, but not necessarily. They got a lot of allies that might join a war. And a lot of colonies. And I don't think our colonies are quite ready for that. I mean, how... Ooh. I forgot, how are we doing over here? We haven't actually moved in much. And nor have our colonies. Right, so we've got the recon cavalry and we got the anti-aircraft guns. They're not great. They can maybe help defend a little bit. Basically, Kazoo's half-tracks over here are pretty much the only thing that is stopping some of this enemy. I mean, the garrisons, I suppose, a little bit as well, but we lost most of the infantry that we had here due to the bloody British. Do they have... they do have motorized engineers there.
We need reinforcements.
Okay, yeah, Kazoo's troops just fall back. Do we have any extra reinforcements around here yet? Nope. Still got some troops in here that we can probably move out. But I mean, at least the advancing of the troops has slowed down. For now, at least. We will have plenty of... Actually, let's have a look at the filters... battle zones. Because if this is a different battle zone, we need to make sure that we got the... garrisons maxed there. And we got garrisons maxed there and there. Don't think we need to max the garrisons over here yet. But that's probably something that we will need to do at a later point. If we can't stop the enemy attacking. Okay, let's send in these. We'll probably do a little bit of damage on the engineers and... Oh, that's anti-tank gun. Interesting. There we go. Let's fall back again. Holy crap, that's a lot of ships there. Now, I'm assuming we are still producing units here. Yeah, we kind of are. We do have some unused capacity somewhere, but I'm not sure why or where. A little bit of troops there. Did we... Okay, that's just the reserve units, I think. Now we're getting some of the units over here again. Let's move them towards Rome. Okay, so Spike's units are here. We'll move them to Florence. I have to pull back the artillery. Group 8, we're going to move towards Modena. 15 is going to move towards... well, around there actually as well. We've taken a lot of losses here. Simply because they just have overwhelming numbers. But in the north, or around Milano, we've at least stopped the enemy progress to some degree. Problem is, I don't think we can stop that in time. Just losing troops left and right here. We haven't got any new troops here. We've got a lot of troops, but we're gonna leave some troops near Rome at least. We've got some infantry approaching there. Parma is going to fall in a little bit, and okay, we got at least garrisons there. We should be able to hold for a while. Over here, the motorized engineer is taking a decent bit of casualties. Okay, Kazoo is kind of holding there still. We'll move Spike into Pisa. I have an idea. Land transit rights, so they might move in some troops here. Of course, they will now give a counter offer, which is probably that and a couple millions. Okay, Spike, don't go further there. It's gonna take fire from the ships at this point. Okay, how are we doing here? We don't have troops anywhere near, quite frankly. We do have these troops though, which we can send in. We'll probably send them to Rome again and spread out from there. Okay, counter offer, they won 3 million. Sure, I'll take that. Now, why don't you move your troops over here and help me defeat this? Let's actually entrench around here. And entrench around here. They should get a little bit of a defense boost, but probably not too much. Or maybe we just entrench at the city then. Because, yeah, there's just no way I can stop that. Until the troops arrive, and even then, not necessarily. Let's have a look. How the Germans started moving troops here? No, we don't see any at least. At least our Air Force is doing something, but we're probably losing more than we're destroying. Pull Spike back again. And I'm pretty sure Kazoo's entire battle group has been destroyed. We have the engineers there, but that's not gonna be much of a use. The infantry around here is going down rather rapidly. Right, so what I think... Let me know in the comments if you want me to continue this, because we're most likely going to lose. We might be able to survive for maybe 2 or 3 episodes, but assuming that the British will still keep sending ships and basically bombard any defenses that we have on the west coast here, we won't be able to stop them. And the fact that they had probably twice the army that we have in total pretty much ready to wreck our defenses. So this is pretty much a doomed attempt. So let me know in the comments if you want me to continue this or maybe start a new run as someone else. And I'll probably have something else for tomorrow as a bit of a small series in between before we perhaps return to Supreme Ruler. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.